Episode 4 of The Wolf Among Us, titled In Sheep's Clothing, seems almost entirely inconsequential. Where the previous 3 chapters saw ample character growth, story progression, and heavy decisions, Episode 4 spins its wheels without ever moving forward, save for literally the final seconds of its shockingly short hour-long runtime.
He's lucky to be alive, and he won't be next time if he keeps going like this.
I do love the opening scene of In Sheep's Clothing. Seeing the big bad wolf on the cusp of death after the events of Episode 3 helped shine a powerful new light on Bigby. His physical vulnerability is highlighted in a devilishly gruesome moment that rivals The Walking Dead's severed limb scenarios. Sadly, the powerful opening is the episode's high point, and the 50 minutes that follow feel like a complete decrescendo. There's a scene where Bigby visits Beauty and Beast that seemingly serves no purpose other than turning 2 potentially interesting characters into one-dimensional facades. The episode is populated with a handful of new characters, like the Jersey Devil, but none of them have scenes with enough meat on the bone to make me really care about them. Bigby shakes down a butcher and gets into a nasty fight in a pawn shop, but none of these encounters really serve to add to the characters or progress the mysteries that we've been eager to solve all year. In the awesome final scene of Episode 3, Telltale introduced Bloody Mary and the Crooked Man, 2 of the series' strongest villains. Yet these 2 powerful figures don't come back in Episode 4 until literally the final seconds. I was excited to finally confront them and ready to exact some revenge, but was completely stunned when the screen went to black and the credits rolled. I'm fine with short games that leave me fulfilled, but Wolf 4's scant runtime certainly didn't satisfy me.
I'm looking for a piece of the magic mirror.
What?
The magic mirror's missing shard. Where is it?
My biggest gripe with Wolf Episode 4 is the real lack of weighty choices. Save for a single fork in the road, there are fewer major decisions to make here than there have been all season. This made In Sheep's Clothing the least personal chapter yet. Throughout much of the hour, it felt like I wasn't watching the characters that I'd helped shape and mold throughout the season, but rather the versions of them that Telltale dictated were necessary for this episode.
Come back later, Toad. I have stuff to do.
Wait, another second, all right? I'm just trying to do a bit of business.
The Wolf Among Us Episode 4 in Sheep's Clothing still features Telltale's strong writing, but is ultimately my least favorite chapter in the series so far. The lack of meaningful choices and scant story progression make Episode 4 feel unimportant in the grand scheme of things. But despite this bump in the road, I'm still incredibly anxious to see how Telltale wraps up its first season in Fabletown. For more on The Wolf Among Us, you're already in the right place. IGN.